If you are a Fujifilm user, please show yourselves in the comments down below because I need to have a serious talk with you. Okay, so welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, same clothes again for I think the third video now because I am speed running and speed recording a few videos at once for tonight because tonight is somewhat a very productive night, so you will see the same clothes on me for a few videos coming up, and it's done in the same night. Okay, it's not multiple nights of the same clothes. No, I don't have this in like multiple sets. On this particular date, the date is here, and I attended a Fujifilm workshop hosted by N4 Camera Store. N4 Camera Store has been quite supportive for the creative community, especially beginners or people who want to experience, taking content, photo and video and whatnot. And for that particular date, I noticed that a friend of mine who was working in N4 Camera Store suggested to actually go for the workshop because I had the interest. I really had a lot of time on that particular day, so I was like, yeah, why not? So just go for it. It was held in a Starbucks outlet, okay? And I would say that the experience was good. We started off with just the understanding of the Fujifilm cameras, and also we had a speaker who is well versed with Fujifilm cameras and is a photographer himself, and his Instagram is the Fattygrapher. Like if you pronounce it that way, it's the Fattygrapher. And another one person is the representative of Fujifilm's maybe PR department, maybe, I'm not sure, but then he came with loads of cameras. And for me personally, what I took was the XH2S because I heard about the name in YouTube videos before coming over, and I was like, okay, let's go for the XH2S and let's try to see what I can do. The problem was that my SD card is a V30 card. It is slow for the XH2S because the XH2S needs a V90 card. So every time I took photos and videos, I cannot click on that play button symbol to preview the videos and pictures, because once I do that, the entire camera freezes and I cannot do anything about it other than taking out the battery, putting it back in, closing the door, and then switching on the camera once more. It was a painful experience, but it did not hinder me from creating pictures and video shots that, to me, I would say was a very nice experience after a painful experience, because I had the opportunity to use the XH2S. At least I was able to see the screen running and I'm recording and I'm taking pictures and all of that I'm still able to see, no problem. And I was very surprised with the fact that its ability to keep footage stable is actually quite good, okay? So obviously it's paired with original Fujifilm lenses, so lenses that have image stabilization would benefit as well when it comes to having the end product, which is the photo or video, being quite stable and sharp as well. The keeper rate for the pictures and videos were actually quite high, and only very few pictures didn't make the cut from the initial selection of me filtering before edits, because maybe some were a little bit out of focus or the angle is a little bit wrong, okay? But all in all, I would say that so far more than 85% of the pictures were keepers, which is good. But obviously, I have to filter down and understand what to me would look like a good photo. And I did not open those photos for, I think, maybe a month or two, maybe 1 or 2 months. Coming back from Ipoh, I edited the pictures here, and I can say that it was like very, very interesting, like the feeling, because you leave pictures away for quite some time, and then it's like an unboxing. It's like opening a Christmas present, but in a form of digital photos. And I would say that the pictures were quite good. So here are a few photos, okay? So you can see there's the model, okay? The model here on a motorcycle, and then you can see the model in or outside of the car posing, and you could see some of the people, the photographers who were joining the workshop as well for the photo shoot. And I would say that the pictures that I edited didn't really need a lot of touch-ups. Why? Number one, Fujifilm's film look emulation, okay, where the camera puts this certain kind of like filter to make it look like a film camera. It's done quite well. I like the multiple options or the kinds of film looks that you get. And I would say that I got the camera, I switched it on, and whatever film setting or look was on the camera, that's what I had, and I didn't change it because I am not familiar with the menu system at all. So rather than going into the menu system and trying to worry so much, I just allowed the camera to work as it is without changing any settings and see how it goes. And I can tell you, based on the footage that you are seeing right now, the pictures and the videos are all shot using the X-H2S. I am impressed because I was very happy that the pictures came out very well, and the only things that you have to do to make the pictures get elevated is either having a crop and resize to make it fit your social media platforms, or if you're printing it somewhere, having extra details like maybe having some glare for brighter areas, trying to mask out certain bright and dark areas to make it look more balanced, trying to make the skin tones look a bit proper, a bit brighter, especially because it's like 12 noon, so the sun was beating down from the top. Shadows were everywhere, and if you're sitting in a car, you would be dark while the outside is quite bright. So there were a few things that we have to do. Like for me, as a photographer, I try to make pictures look poppy by contrast, but at the same time, if I can bring back some of the dynamic range and compress it in a way where it is not too harsh on the highlights and not too harsh in the shadows, it might help make the picture look a bit better. And because it is film emulation, having like this like hazy kind of shadow in a sense, I don't know how you describe it, but the hazy kind of like not so crushed black shadows and having the highlights either just there would make the picture look quite nice. The only thing that I didn't do to these pictures were to add halation. Halation is like those reddish kind of glow from when you actually take pictures from either vintage lenses or from vintage cameras. I didn't do that because at that particular time I thought of taking something that Fuji had coming out from the camera, and I added just a few touch-ups and details only. That's all. I didn't try to do anything else. And whatever you're seeing right now is basically what you get. I was very happy to be part of the workshop, so thank you N4 Camera Store for allowing me to have the opportunity to actually go to Starbucks and actually enjoy coffee, enjoy photography, meet new people, and at the same time just learn about something new. I myself shoot on a Canon M50 Mark II, but it just shows how different camera brands with their strengths and weaknesses, even though it is a competitive market and sometimes it makes us, the consumer, have a difficult decision on what to buy, in the end, it really depends on what you need as a photographer or videographer or both if you're a hybrid shooter. And I would say that the experience that I got from this workshop was very meaningful and very helpful. So I really just want to say thank you for providing the opportunity, okay? If you're new to the channel, we talk about creative parts like content creation, photo and video, technology in terms of like lighting gear and whatnot, or anything in particular that would actually come to you in a buying decision, but you're not sure on what to buy, or maybe you have something in mind but then you're not sure if it's the right choice for you. So you're trying to find something and you're trying to find information. Welcome to my channel, where I'm pretty sure that at least the opinion that I'm providing will help you in a way to make that decision much easier for you, okay? So just drop a subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Follow me on my Instagram and TikTok, okay? Because it's always free and it helps the algorithm anyway. And just share the videos if you find it very helpful or inspiring, because even though it might not help you today, it might help you in the future, or it might help any of your known associates or people that you love at the current time that you're watching this video, because they might need the information more and you can just help make their day much better. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe. See you in the next video. Goodbye.